At this rate, the Toronto Blue Jays come trade deadline are going to be sellers. There is still time to right the ship and make that push for a wild card spot, but considering the offense is ranked 29th with runners in scoring position, it would take a major turnaround. And if that turnaround doesn't happen, then we might see some Toronto Blue Jays get traded very soon. What's up, folks, and welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're going to be talking about 3 Toronto Blue Jays players who, at this rate, probably won't be finishing the season in Blue Jays blue. Make sure you stick around till the end because the last one is definitely going to spark some debate. Before we get into it, I encourage you guys to hit the like and smash the subscribe button if you enjoy Blue Jays content and discussion so you don't miss any future videos. Alright, folks, let's get into it. So to kick things off, let's talk about Yusei Kikuchi. Yusei Kikuchi is having his best season in the MLB by far and is currently sporting a 2.6 ERA over 52 innings pitched. His curveball has become one of the most lethal pitches in baseball with a batting average against of 213, and his baseball savant page and expected numbers back up his strong performance as well. Yusei Kikuchi is 32 years old right now and is in the last year of his deal with the Toronto Blue Jays, meaning that in the offseason he will hit free agency. At this point, with the way the Toronto Blue Jays are performing, a contract extension on Kikuchi, especially considering you have Ricky Tiedemann waiting in the wings, seems very unlikely. Trading Kikuchi away, on the other hand, seems like a far more realistic possibility. Yusei is pitching like an ace right now, and any playoff team looking to bolster their pitching would absolutely be interested in adding him to their rotation. If the Blue Jays continue to struggle and a wild card looks further and further out of reach, then trading Yusei Kikuchi away to get a prospect or two might not be the worst idea. The next player that I want to talk about is Justin Turner. Justin Turner was brought in this offseason by the Toronto Blue Jays to lengthen out the lineup and help score some runs, and so far, he's done a pretty good job at that. Justin Turner is currently batting .246 with an OPS of .722 and has 4 homers on the year with 17 RBIs. Now, I won't lie to you, those numbers are definitely not as good as Yusei Kikuchi, but there is one thing that Justin Turner does almost better than anyone. Justin Turner is currently ranked 5th in the MLB in pitches per plate appearance. Basically, Justin Turner is one of the best in the league at making it difficult for a pitcher to get him out. Other teams, especially playoff teams, are going to value that because if you can have a guy come off the bench or slot in later in your lineup that will consistently be giving the opposing pitcher a headache, then you're gonna do it. Turner is also on the last year of his deal, and considering his age and production, I doubt that the return for him in a trade would be huge, but if the Toronto Blue Jays are truly gonna be out of the race, then there really is no point in holding on to him.
Whoa, time for your daily Betway breather. A quick reminder that the best place to bet is on Betway. Must be 19 years of age or older to play. In collaboration with iGaming Ontario, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
Finally, folks, the last player on the list that may turn some heads is Danny Jansen. Danny Jansen this season is once again showing the league that he can swing it. He's currently batting .298, has a slugging of .632, all good for an OPS of 1.010. Yeah, Danny Jansen is pretty damn good at baseball. Jansen has been in the league for 7 years now, and every single one of those years has been spent with the Toronto Blue Jays. At this point, I think it is very fair to say that Danny Jansen has become part of the identity of the Toronto Blue Jays, and on top of being a great catcher and knowing all of these pitchers, he's also just a great overall dude. Similar to the other players on this list, though, his contract is also coming up. Danny is in the last year of his deal, and it is officially decision time for these Toronto Blue Jays. I personally think that extending Danny Jansen would still be a good idea, even if you are going to enter into some rebuild or retool, because just having that guy on your team I think would be beneficial. That being said, though, if the Jays don't have plans to re-sign him, maybe because they're worried about injuries or don't want to spend the money or whatever, then potentially trading him for some value might make sense. With the way that Danny is playing right now, any playoff team in need of a catcher or just generally looking to boost their lineup would 100% be interested in adding him to their squad. But folks, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go Jays go.